Whether it's a house, flat, or any other type of property, an auction sale provides a quick, reliable and hassle-free way to sell. This useful guide to selling at auction explains what's involved with an auction sale to help you decide if it's the right route for you. The sale price is of course the most important consideration when selling your home. The pricing at auction works differently from an estate agency sale. Generally speaking, with an estate agency sale, the initial asking price is set on the high side to start with, and is usually negotiated downwards. And it's also worth bearing in mind that sometimes estate agents set a very optimistic initial asking price, just to win a seller's instruction. With an auction sale, the direction of negotiation is different. The price only goes upwards. It's the opposite direction to an estate agency sale. When selling your house by auction, you will need to agree to an auction reserve price. The reserve price is the minimum amount your property will be allowed to sell for on auction day. There's more information about reserve prices on our website. But for now, just think of the reserve as the starting price. It's like a guarantee for you. Your property will not be allowed to sell for any less than the agreed reserve price, and the sale price can only go upwards from there. If you're happy with the auctioneer's suggested pricing, then you can make a decision to get your property booked into an auction sale. Booking into auction is very simple. You'll just need to sign and return the auctioneer's terms of business. This is an agreement between you and the auction company. It's very similar to an estate agent's agreement. But before booking into auction, think about the time frame you want to work to. You'll need to book into auction no later than about 4 weeks before auction day. That gives the auctioneer enough time to carry out their advertising, to ensure there's a good level of interest in your property, and plenty of bidders on auction day. At the same time as booking your property into auction, you should be ready to appoint a solicitor. Just like selling with an estate agent, you will need a solicitor to help with all the legal aspects of the sale. If you don't have a solicitor already, that's not a problem. The auction company will be able to recommend a suitable solicitor for you. Now then, once you've booked into auction, the auctioneer will begin marketing your property for sale. The advertising usually includes a listing on the big property portals, like Zoopla and Rightmove, an entry in their printed brochure, and an email campaign sent to their list of registered buyers. The auctioneer will also schedule 4 or 5 open house dates for viewings, so any prospective buyers can take a look around your property before auction day. Each viewing will last for about half an hour, and there will be a representative from the auction company to open up and show people around. If you have tenants or want to make special arrangements, then these can be agreed with the auctioneer. The auctioneer will let you know in advance when the viewings are scheduled to take place, and there's no need for you to be present at the viewings, unless of course you want to be there. Apart from the marketing, there's one other thing that's very important. And that's the auction legal pack. The auction legal pack contains all the documents about your property. For example, the title document, the deeds, a property information form, and searches. Your solicitor will prepare the pack, but you have to be ready to respond to any questions they have, and fill in the odd form or two. Prospective buyers will want to view the legal pack before the day of the auction, so it's important for it to be ready fairly swiftly. In the weeks before the auctioneer will check on your solicitor's progress, to make sure the legal pack is taking shape. They'll also let you know about the level of interest from prospective buyers, and notify you of any offers put forward before auction day. If you receive any offers yourself directly, it's best to forward them to the auctioneer, so they can negotiate on your behalf. Whilst it might suit some sellers to accept an offer before auction, In most cases it's best to let a property run to auction, and let buyers compete against each other. That's a sure way of knowing you've achieved the very best price for your property. When auction day arrives, you can attend the auction yourself, if you want to, but there's no requirement. And contrary to some online articles, your solicitor does not need to be at the auction either. Most good auctioneers will broadcast the live auction online. So if you want to watch the auction from home, or even on your phone, you can tune in to watch the event. When your property comes up, the auctioneer will announce the lot number, and the address. They'll give a brief description of the property, and if there are any buyers who have registered to bid by internet or by telephone, they'll make sure their colleagues have them on the line, ready to bid. Watching your property sell at auction can be very exciting. The auctioneer will do everything they can to make sure you get the best price for your property. As buyers compete against each other, the sale price increases. Usually bidding will last for just a few minutes, but the auctioneer will allow enough time to make sure the highest possible price is achieved. When bidding ends, the auctioneer will give a final warning, asking for any other bids. If it's clear there are no other bids, the auctioneer will count down from 3, to give any other buyers the chance to bid. As long as bidding has reached or exceeded the reserve price, the auction sale ends when the auctioneer hits their gavel, and announces the final sale price achieved. Auction sales are legally binding. The winning bidder has legally purchased your property. They will immediately pay a 10% deposit, and contracts are formally exchanged. The buyer cannot back out of the sale, and neither can the seller. You won't need to move out of your property just yet. The standard time for completion of sale is 28 days. Or it can be later than that, depending on what you've asked your solicitor to put in the contract. If you need a longer completion date, 6 weeks or 8 weeks is perfectly possible. Now you can see why auction is said to be the most reliable and hassle-free methods of sale available. Auction overcomes all the inefficiencies of an estate agency sale. There are no price drops, and no sales falling through. With an auction sale, sold really does mean sold. If you're ready to sell your property, or just want to find out more about selling at auction, please contact the team at Auction Link. We're here to help, and happy to answer any of your questions about selling at auction.